And the last gig we did at Folk Club, we did a show at Wilkins Folk Club last month and turned up with an overly electric setup. I had a pedal steel which doesn't function in an acoustic way at all. Two electric guitars. We freaked everyone out of it, so we thought we'd go the other way for this one. Fully acoustic.
Still walk around, so.
Okay, so this next tune is unreleased, and I think coming out later this year on the new album, which I'll tell you more about in a little bit. But I'm a big fan of writing songs about people who I find interesting and people who I think deserve to be better known. And this song is all about a man called Stetson Kennedy. Has anyone heard of Stetson Kennedy? Okay, so this is why I do it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. He was a very interesting character. He was born in Florida in 1917, and he was an author and a folklorist and an activist. And he's best well known for infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan. He went undercover and managed to get several of their leaders arrested, and he passed on passwords and codes and rituals and all sorts of things to the government and to journalists and all that sort of thing. And he also passed on a lot of information to a radio show called The Adventures of Superman, which was really popular in the States at the time. And they ran this whole series called The Clan of the Fiery Cross, where Superman battled the KKK, and they used all these passwords that Stetson Kennedy had passed on to them. And the idea was that these kind of clan leaders would hear their kids playing, and listening to the radio show, and they would realise that all their passwords had been revealed. It was also a very powerful way of, evading this, because they thrived on secrecy. So that was a big hit to them, and it stopped a lot of people joining up. And it also highlighted the power in not taking people like that seriously. There's a lot of strength in laughing at very evil people, because all they want is to be taken seriously. So I just thought Stetson Kennedy was an interesting character who more people deserve to know about. So this is my way of paying tribute to him. I hope you like it. Stetson Kennedy pulled the wool over their eyes, laid your life upon the line. The fire trickles through the pines, but on the woods down just to find. called Stella. And it's loosely about being a woman in the music industry, I suppose. A lot of my heroes when I was growing up were male, and as I kind of learned to play guitar, I struggled a little bit with the feeling that I'd never be seen in quite the same way. There would always be this different kind of preconception of my ability or whatever I could do because I was a woman. So it's a little bit about that. There's a reference in there. It's called Stella because that was the make of guitar that Led Belly used to play. I'm a big Led Belly fan. And there's also a little reference to Creedence Clearwater Revival in there, one of my favourite bands. We got to see John Fogerty at Glastonbury, which is very cool. He's doing very well for 80. Having a sing-along to Proud Mary was definitely a highlight of the evening. We are not going to sing Proud Mary. Say that as if it would be a bad thing to do, so that would be great.
It would sound amazing. Sound amazing.
We'd have fun. So
We'd have fun.
But yeah, this one's called Stella. Crashing out on the cake. It's a really good cake. I went for the lemon and poppy German coffee cake. I wish all gigs had a cake. So this song is another new one. It's called Bear With Me. And it was written quite a long time ago actually. I started writing it. The concept was kind of a letter from my brain to myself. And when you have those moments where you feel like everything your brain isn't working the way that you want it to. It feels quite appropriate this evening because obviously I've got my guitar, so my brain definitely didn't work the way I wanted it to. And I actually found out a few weeks ago I got diagnosed with ADHD, and that was quite a big moment for me because I spent a lot of my life kind of wondering why my brain didn't work in quite the way that I wanted it to. Feeling frustrated and wondering if I was just, a little bit useless or a bit forgetful or a bit lazy. and feeling a lot of shame, I guess, that came with all the ways that my brain functioned, and kind of just this frustration of, you know, as I got older, all the things that I thought I was going to grow out of, I didn't grow out of. And I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to deal with this the rest of my life. And it was quite refreshing to finally get that diagnosis and realise what was going on. You know, it really validated how I was feeling. So obviously I wrote this song before I knew why I did things like left my guitar at home when I turned up to a gig. But it was kind of processing all that same stuff. So yeah, it's just a little way of kind of reminding yourself, I suppose, that working on yourself is a lifetime's worth of work. Things don't change overnight, and actually, you know, you don't always want them to. Sometimes these things can all work out for the best. So this one's called Bear With Me. We've been paired now for how long? Not quite going strong. Keeping on, I'm the voice that calls you back to gaze upon all that you lack. Each year we pretend easy step towards what you're hoping to find. Eavesdrop of praise found along the way, never soon that worry mine. Anyone tell you how by the moon or the stars? The truth, it's harder to face. Narrows of mind are redeemed in good time. Feel lonely, learn to wait. Bear with me, it's not that I won't work in the way that you hope. Take a few steps and then you're lost in the fog and waiting to see. So bear with me. Don't try to collect what you schedule forget. Don't weigh down your heart with the thought of what's next. If you hate it here, then wait here and count your breath. Anyone tell you how by the moon or the stars? True, it's harder to fake. Errors of mind are redeemed in good time. Feel lonely, learn to wait. Bear with me, it's not that I won't work in the way that you hope. Take a few steps and then you're lost in the fog again, waiting, and the wonder so wide you never open your eyes to find that I'm waiting for you. Lab in the skies, we fall just in time for the sun to rise over the wire. obviously this guitar is much nicer than the one in the show. Okay, so this next song is, well, I often joke that the content of this set is split into two categories. It's either songs about dead people that I find interesting, or mental health issues. So you just had a mental health issues song, and now you're going to get a song about a dead person that I find interesting. So this song is all about a guy called Frank Little. And I discovered Frank Little because I put a talk together about the life and music of a Union songwriter called Joe Hill, who I'll tell you a little bit about in a bit. When I was researching this talk about Joe Hill, I came across this brief little story of Frank Little. He was a union leader for a union called the Industrial Workers of the World in the States. And he used to spend a lot of his time out in copper mines in Butte in Montana, and he would protest against the conditions there and encourage the workers to join the union. He was murdered by a vigilante mob, and these mobs were set up in the local towns as they were dealing with the protesters. And they were encouraged by the local police, who would say, oh, you know, our hands are tied, people are going to do what people are going to do, there's nothing we can do about it. And they would turn a blind eye to the violence and things that they're experiencing. Frank was warned many times that his life was at risk, but he kept doing his job, and I think he's a very inspiring example of someone who continues to do what they feel is the right thing, no matter what the cost. And I wanted to pay tribute to him. So this song is all about him and his life. It's called Our Hands Are Tied. Guthrie song initially, actually. But the first version I ever heard of it was sung by Barbara Dane. And I just loved her voice so much, I really wanted to learn it. So this is a little waltz. It's called Romance. song was, well, written, the lyrics were written by Joe Hill, I mentioned briefly earlier. So Joe Hill was a Swedish-American immigrant who travelled to the States in 1902, and he joined the Industrial Workers of the World, and he became one of their founding songwriters. And they were a very progressive union, and they used music in a big way in their strikes and their protests. And one of the things they were very fond of doing was taking tunes that people knew the melodies to, and changing the words to make them into union songs, and Joe was very, very good at this. So this is one of my favourite songs of his, so much so that we actually recorded a version of it to go on the new album. And originally it started off its life as an Irish tune written by James L. Russell called Where the River Shannon Flows. But it was rewritten for a group of striking railroad workers in the town of Yale in British Columbia in about kind of 1913. It became Where the Fraser River Flows. So.
Hope you
sorts of places. We're also engaged. We're getting married next year. Joe is also, so I grew up on The Clash and the Ministry Preachers and all sorts of bands like that. And so I kind of swore, I only wrote songs about, union leaders and things like that. But Joe inspired me to write my one and only ever love song, which actually features on the new album. So if you want to hear that, I do actually have the vinyl available today. So the album isn't released yet. It's not going to be released until October the 7th, which conveniently is actually Joe Hill's birthday. But they turned up on our doorstep yesterday, 12 boxes of them, which we carried into the house.
I was like, your partner's a DJ, is she? Something like that.
So they're all over the house. So we thought we'd bring some tonight. So if you want a very early peek of the new album before it gets released, then we do have some vinyl available. And also I do have some CDs of the old EP, and we've played a few songs after that tonight. So if CDs more you buy, we've got you covered either way. We're going to play a traditional folk song now. This is Scottish in origin, I believe. And I really love it. I often play it as a bit of a Christmas song, because it does mention Christmas in it, but not enough that you can't play it also in the middle of summer. So I'm going to go for it. This is called Jane Jane. Jane, Jane, my lovely love, I'm gonna buy 3 big bluebirds, 1 for the whistle, 1 for the sing, 1 for the do most anything. Children go where I send thee, I shall send thee, my lovely love. Well, I'm gonna send thee 3 by 3, 3 for the Hebrew children, 2 for the born in silence, 1 for you, pretty baby, born in Bethlehem. My lovely love, I'm gonna buy 3 hunting dogs, 1 for the run, 1 for the shout, 1 for the talk to when I go out. Children go where I send thee, I shall send thee, my lovely love. Well, I'm gonna send thee 6 by 6, 6 for the 6 that never got fixed, 5 for the 5 who stayed alive, 4 for the 4 who stood at the door, 3 for the Hebrew children, 2 for the more Out to Sea. And it's all about family dysfunction and the funny things that get passed on to us from our parents that were passed on to them from their parents. And it's inspired by one of my favourite poems, which is Sister the Verse by Philip Larkin. And if you don't know it, the very last verse, capital 7. If anyone's not sure, it's capital 7. But it's inspired by this poem by Philip Larkin. The final verse goes, man lands on misery to man, deepens like a coastal shelf. Get out as early as you can and don't have any kids yourself. Wise words, potentially. So this is all about that. The ways we find to cope with life and all its forms. Okay, here's another new one for you. I say new, it was started writing a very long time ago. It's called Eyes. This was a song that Bob Dylan wrote for Woody Guthrie, but he actually used the melody of a Woody Guthrie song to do it. It's maybe a little bit cheeky, but it's a beautiful song nonetheless. He did a good job with it. Everyone else things to say.
Come out with one tune.
Would you believe I'd leave a guitar and a tuner?
The first thing you said was, my guitar strap. So, guitar strap.
actually the first single of the new album, and it's out in the world. So if you like it, you can go on YouTube and watch the video we made in our living room. You can go onto Spotify and stream it on there. You can go onto my Bandcamp and listen to it or buy it there too. It's a tune called What You See, and it's all about a woman called Tish Murtha, who I found out about earlier this year through a documentary called Tish, which you can watch on BBC iPlayer. Tish was a photographer. She was born in South Shields in Newcastle in 1956, and she dedicated her lives to documenting the lives of working class people and marginalised people in a very real way. She fought very hard against the kind of privileged high art world who wanted to kind of use people's poverty and suffering as a way to make money. She kind of suffered for it very much in her career, and she died in poverty because she was so dedicated to her principles and she didn't want her work being misused. I just thought she was a really amazing woman, so I wanted to pay tribute to her. Her daughter, Ella Murtha, put together this documentary, and she also put together the Tish Murtha archive, which you can look up on Instagram, and she's managed to get her work into, I think, 3 permanent exhibitions in various museums. And I actually sent her the song, and she really liked it, so that was lovely. She sent me a lovely email. So yeah, this is all about Tish. Thank you so much to you all for listening, being a really wonderful audience. Thank you to Malcolm and Tony again for bringing me a variety of guitars to choose from. Thank you to John for having us, and to everyone who's been involved in putting this line on. It's been really special. It was well worth the trip down, so thank you very much for having us. This is What You See.
Cover up the walls and only one passed on the street, 'cause they will only
you want more details about that, come and chat to us at the merch desk.
Yeah.
We're very friendly. Okay, do you fancy a little sing-along? Yeah. I really hope you know the words to this one then. B minor.
Thank you.
B minor okay with everyone else?
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's the saddest one. We like to sing.
Right, I've got the chords now. I don't remember this one.
This is a little tune by the band, which we love. It's called The Night the Drum Roll Takes It In. But you don't care, this my name, served on the Dangle train, till the stolen cavalry came and tore up the tracks again. In the winter of '65, we were hungry, just barely alive. We made 10, Richmond it fell, and it's time, and I remember all so well. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they drove old Dixie down, and all the people were singing. They went na 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 na. With my wife in Tennessee, one day she called to me, said, Virgil, quick, come see Virgil, there goes a Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, I don't care if the money's no good, just take what you need.